Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm the dietitian here. And what brings you in today?
I'm looking to lose some weight,
Okay,
so I just wanted to talk about my diet and what I can do to change it.
wonderful. Now, how much weight are you looking to lose?
About 10 to 20 pounds.
Okay, that seems pretty good. Now, I would like to ask you if it's okay if I kind of get a general idea of where you're at right now. What is your height?
5'4",
Okay. And your weight?
150 pounds.
Okay. And you're looking for 15 to 20 pounds of weight loss. Okay, we can definitely target that. Now, I was wondering if it's okay with you if we kind of go over to get a sense of what you eat on a regular basis of something called the 24-hour recall. Now, this sheet that I'll be filling out is called a diet history form, where I will be going through each meal that you consume in a 24-hour period, and I'm just looking to see what kinds of foods you eat on a regular basis. Is that okay?
Yep, that's good.
Wonderful. May I start with your day of yesterday?
Yesterday for breakfast, I had a bagel with cream cheese, and I had a cup of coffee, and I put some sugar in that coffee as well.
Okay. Now, on that bagel, how much in this spoon would you say that you had for cream cheese?
About 2 tablespoons full.
Okay, and then same thing for your sugar, as you said, in your coffee?
The sugar was about 2 teaspoons.
Perfect. Okay. And how about cream?
The cream was about 2 tablespoons as well.
Wonderful. Okay. Did you have anything else for breakfast?
No, that was it.
Okay. Do you have anything usually before lunchtime?
Yeah, usually around 11 o'clock I'll have some snacks or anything like that.
Okay. And what time? Okay, at 11 o'clock, as you said. And then what do you usually have? Do you have any beverages?
Some orange juice,
Good. Okay.
and sometimes I'll have a small bag of pretzels.
Okay, perfect. And at what time do you usually have lunch?
Lunch, because I'm working, usually around 1:30.
Okay, perfect. And what do you usually start with when you eat lunch?
For lunch, I have a beef and bean burrito with tortilla chips,
Okay.
and I'll have salsa and guacamole with that, and then usually a glass of lemonade.
Okay. Now, in reference to the size of this cup, how big was your burrito?
Just about that size.
Okay, that's perfect. And then the amount of lemonade that you consumed in this cup for reference?
Almost a full glass that size.
About 12 ounces?
About 12 ounces.
Okay. And then, for instance, of how much guacamole do you think that you put on your burrito for this size?
About half of this cup right here,
Okay.
maybe, or even a fourth.
Awesome. And then same thing for the salsa?
A fourth of a cup as well.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. And then you said that you had tortilla chips. How many tortilla chips did you end up eating?
About 12.
Wonderful. Now, do you usually get kind of hungry during the afternoon before dinner? Do you usually have something then?
Yeah, sometimes around like 4 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll have a snack.
And what do you usually consume for that snack?
A chewy granola bar.
Okay.
And some trail mix.
In this cup, how much trail mix do you consume?
About an ounce.
About an ounce. So that say about here?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Gives me a good idea of how much you've had. All right. And have you had anything to drink?
Usually water I'll have with that.
Okay, perfect. And how much water in reference to this cup do you usually have?
A full glass.
A full glass, so 12 ounces.
Mhm.
Okay. Perfect. Now, how about dinner time?
For dinner, I'll have a pork chop, about 4 ounces.
Okay.
I'll have a corn on the cob, and that corn on the cob I'll put butter on it. Usually not too much, like a teaspoon.
Okay.
And have some mashed potatoes as well.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll have a glass of milk with my meal.
All right, I'll just ask you a few questions about your dinner. So for the pork chop, would you say it's roughly about the size of the back of this bowl?
Roughly, yeah, that seems pretty good.
Okay. That's about 4 ounces. And then how about the corn on the cob in reference to this cup?
Yep, just almost the length of that, but a little bit smaller.
Wonderful. You said, how much mashed potatoes?
About a cup.
Okay. And then how much milk in reference to this cup did you think that you had?
A full glass, so 12 ounces, I'd say.
12 ounces. Okay. And what kind of milk was that?
2%.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. And so after dinner, do you usually, by any chance, have a snack?
Yeah, I'll usually have a dessert of some sort, like chocolate ice cream.
Okay. Do you know what kind of chocolate ice cream that was?
I had some light chocolate ice cream, so nothing that was too heavy.
Okay. And how much in reference to this little cup do you say?
About 1 cup.
Okay. Perfect. And what time did you say that would be at?
Usually around 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kate, for letting me into your 24-hour recall. I would like to ask you a couple more questions in regards to the amount of frequency that you've ate specific things. Would you say that you drink milk and maybe some cereal, say if you switch up your breakfast from a bagel to cereal?
Yep, I'll put milk in that as well.
Okay. And
Usually the 2%.
Perfect. Awesome. And do you, by any chance, I know that you had a lot of fruit juices, do you by any chance switch that up to possibly an orange or, say, an apple?
Once in a while, but I really just stick to the orange juice.
Okay. Perfect. And do you usually cook with butter?
Yeah, usually.
Okay. Well, Kate, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.